Well, hello there. Time to make another video. Family's gone on spring break and I'm home all alone. And I thought, well, let's just try to crack out another video. My first video hasn't got many views. I'm not real savvy. I don't know if I set it up right to where people can see it. But it is kind of a niche gun, the Hackathorn Commander. So, I mean, I'm not worried about it. I don't, like I said in my first video, I don't really care about views. But I think this gun will probably get more views just because I think more people will be researching it. But going by the title, and if you go by my last video, you know that I'm into old school metal guns. And this one definitely fits the bill. It's a classic gun. And it's one that I do carry from time to time. Not all the time, but sometimes. And it's one of my favorite 90s era, even though it went well into the 2000s, European police type weapons. And it is the Sig Sauer P239. This one is chambered in 9mm, and it was made in 2006, I do believe. 2005 or 2006, one of the two. These wood grips I found, I think, at a gun show for it. And I have no idea who makes them. And I tried to research it, and I can't find even, if I Google P239 wood grips, and I hit images, and I search through every single wood image of grips on a P239, I cannot find this grip. So I don't know who made it, or how long ago they were made, or anything like that. But I think they fit out the gun nicely, and they fit really, really, really well. This is one of the ones where the frame was still made in Germany, which I like. Most of all my SIGs are German SIGs. I don't get much into the American New Hampshire stuff. I do have a Legion, but that's about as far as I go with that. If I can, I at least like the ones made from the mid-2000s where the frame was still made in Germany. I'll buy some of those. But the 239 is no longer made. I believe they stopped production in 2017, maybe. Somewhere in there, give or take a year. And for me, I find it to be a really, really good carry gun. Magazine capacity is 8+1. The mags are getting scarce, so you probably, if you don't own one of these and you're thinking about getting into one, start looking for mags right away, because they're getting, like I said, scarcer and scarcer to find. I've got 4 more here, and then I think, yes, they're right over here. I've got a couple more brand new in the box that I've never opened, and I'm not going to open them until I need to. That way, if I ever decide these things start going for like 300 bucks a pop or something, I'll just sell them, because I'm never gonna outshoot the mags that I have. You know, I got 5 and I've got 4, so I've got 9 mags for it. So I feel pretty good with that. I would buy another one of these. This is my only P239. If this weapon was cleared off camera, it's fine. I would buy another one of these if I found the right deal. I like the gun that much. I'd really like to get one of the black ones with the stainless frame. But I don't know if they made those in 9mm. I think they only made them in 40 from what I can see, or at least that's the only ones that ever come up for sale. So yeah, this gun was made in 9, 40, and 357 SIG. I imagine in 40 and 357 SIG, this gun has to be pretty snappy. I like the lines of the gun. I've always liked rounded trigger guards. I like rounded trigger guards on my Berettas and on my 1911s. I've just always been a fan of that look. It's got a bob hammer, but you can still get a hold of it. And then all the controls are like your standard P229, P226, P220 type guns. You know, you got your slide lock release here, takedown lever, and then your decocker right here. So, trigger pull's fine. It's about a... I don't know if I've ever tested this one in double action, but it feels like about 9 pounds to me. But it's smooth. There's no real creep. It just kind of goes all the way through the wall. And the single action is, I think I measured it, it was just shy or just over 4.5 pounds. So the single action's fine too. This gun doesn't have the short reset trigger in it, so I don't really care for the Sig short reset trigger. I don't have to have that in my guns. I just think it's kind of gimmicky, to be honest with you. But some people like to ride the reset, but the standard reset in this gun is fine. I mean, for what I shoot and what I do, I don't need any of that other stuff. Yeah, a little bit of serrations here. Not checkering, but just horizontal serrations, which do the job pretty good. You got the old school rear cocking serrations here that don't go all the way. I think they call that the classic look or something like that. And this has the original Sig, what do you call that? Dot and bar, or whatever you want to call it. Dot and bar. Yeah, you put the little dot on top of the rear sight. And they're actually pretty accurate sights, but they're not night sights on this gun. I haven't changed anything out on this gun other than the grips. The original grips were, you know, this is the standard black that said P239 on them. And they're actually kind of slick. I don't really care for them on this gun at all. Let's see what else. This gun doesn't really have a mark on it. I've kept it in pretty good shape. Never had any issues with it. Shoots everything. It's just a really cool representation of when I think Sig Sauer was making good guns, you know. This was before the 938s and the diamond plates and the rainbow slides and all this other bullshit they were coming out with. This dates back to when they were still making guns for law enforcement and government contracts and professionals that were going to be using these guns every day. Not for Joe Blow who wants to buy a titanium blue rainbow colored slide for his wife for their anniversary. If that makes any sense to you guys, because there is a difference. I do have some other SIGs. I don't think I'm going to pull them out right now. I got a 232 right here. This is a stainless 232. This is a great gun. I actually carry this gun sometimes. It's only a 380, but I don't know where I live. I'm like way out in the woods, and I'm not going to run into anything right. I feel undergunned with this gun. I usually carry this gun with a spare mag, so it gives me 15 rounds, and I'm okay with that. But I don't carry it very often. Maybe in the summer for when I need a smaller, lighter gun, something like that. Well, it's actually not very light, but if I need a smaller gun, I'll throw this in the waistband sometimes. I'll do another review on that one later. It really is a really cool, really well-made gun. Okay, so there it is, the Sig Sauer P239. I just have an affinity for those single stack steel guns. I don't know why. Nothing else really appeals to me. None of the polymer, none of the 2011s, none of that stuff. It's just not my thing. As you guys can see, I'm a giant Magnum PI fan. Original Magnum PI, not this bullshit that they're making now, the politically correct Magnum PI. Oh, you can see my that's my Amon-Get doll from Schindler's List. I saw that thing and I had to have it. I don't know why. Dude, it looks just like Ralph Fiennes from Schindler's List. Look at this. Does that not look just like him? Holy cow. It's freaking cool as hell. It's actually got all his uniforms and all his medals. The pistol actually cycles and everything. These are like high-end, I don't know how to describe it, Barbie dolls with like military, they do all of them. They do like the whole Band of Brothers series guys. They do Hitler and Himmler and Goering and Patton and everybody. But they're pricey. There's a couple companies that do them, 3R and DID. So if you guys are, if any of that stuff piques your interest, I actually collect quite a few of these type of, I guess we'll call them toys. I have a pretty extensive collection. I'll probably rotate people out. We'll have some Axis guys and some Allies guys, and I don't have any Japanese guys, but that's that. Got off on a tangent. So at any rate, that's the Sig P239. Excellent gun. I love it. It's classic, and it's everything that I'm about as far as it goes for guns. Check you out in the next video. Thank you very much.